Some tense moments on Utah's Capitol Hill today. Lawmakers were supposed to have a discussion about the Republican presidential caucus in March that was marked by complaints about chaos.
But at the last minute, they decided not to take it up. News specialist Daniel Woodruff explains why.
There was a lot of anticipation for state lawmakers to discuss what went down at the Utah Republican Party caucus in March. But that discussion didn't happen.
It's become clear to me this is not the appropriate place and the appropriate way to have this conversation.
Lawmakers pulled it from the agenda, saying one of the reports they were set to hear was biased.
They don't care. They don't care what the voters have to say.
That report was compiled by Daryl Acumen, a solutions consultant who said he polled thousands of Republicans, most of whom were upset about how the March 5th caucus was carried out. Voters complained about long lines, problems with registering, and generally a chaotic process. The Disability Law Center also reported numerous obstacles that night, preventing some voters from fully participating.
There were problems with signage, so people didn't know where to go. Lines were incredibly long. There weren't appropriate, nobody knew who to ask for accommodations.
But Republican Chair Rob Axson said the party handled every request it got for accommodations on caucus night. He also said the party isn't responsible for city or school buildings where voting took place.
Coming after one organization who is utilizing a public space and claiming we have control over the physical building of that building is not legitimate.
The in-person caucus in March had low turnout statewide, and results weren't released for hours. But the party chair defends how it was carried out overall.
The Utah Republican Party is always proud of what we do well, and we are also always open to suggestions on where we fall short, and we always have to be improving our process and our systems.
But he's glad this panel voted not to discuss it today. He says it's not the right place. Every lawmaker here agreed with him, except one. Senator Daniel Thatcher says there are questions about that night in March that need answers.
I think if we're afraid to even ask questions, I think it makes us look a whole lot worse than whatever those answers might be.